Alright, grant ecosystem. Did you know that behind the scene, a massive grant disbursement is being moved forward, even if you can't see it? What if I told you that the key players, which is the IMF, the CBM, and various NGOs, are working to make sure this money gets to each and every one of us in the grant ecosystem? You want to ask me why do I say so? Please stay tuned with me until the very end and to the final to the final minute of this particular video, and I'm going to release an exclusive bonus about what all this mean for you and for everybody in the grant ecosystem. When I said people are working behind the scene, I mean people are really working behind the scene to make sure things go on smoothly. Information reaching me said that people are working, that they are doing their best because of the situation that is happening in the grant ecosystem. They are trying to tackle everything to make sure disbursement get to each and every one of us. And we know we have faced so many problems in the grant ecosystem, talking about information that are not genuine, talking about people who are selling slots. I want you to know that this problem is being tackled behind the scene so that disbursement can flow easily. I know it is difficult this time around, but nevertheless, we must tackle this problem that is standing before us, which nobody is really talking about. This is the grand disbursement update. We know many of you are feeling frustrated and a little hopeless. You have heard rumors and seen delays in the grant ecosystem, and it feels like the gear has stopped turning. This is a common problem in the grant ecosystem. It is not just about getting the money, it is about making sure it is done in the right way, seriously and fairly. The process involves a lot of big prayers from CEOs of various organizations to NGO group and grant handlers, and all of them have been on the same page of lately. As we mentioned earlier on, some of these developments are kept private for reasons of national stability and for your own safety. This secretly can lead to a lot of confusion. If the secret is let out, it can lead to a lot of confusion and a feeling that nothing is happening. But they are working tirelessly behind the scene. Let's see what will happen if they finally put to rest all the problem in the grant ecosystem. But there is a solution to everything that is happening in the grant ecosystem. If you agree with me, there's no problem with a solution. You just have to look deep and keep looking till you find what you are looking for. There's a good news here. Mr. Chris shared a daily progress is being made behind the scene. The government are working with some bodies like the IMF and the CBN. They are all committed to get this money disbursed as soon as possible. The goal is to get it to you and to everybody in the grant ecosystem, mostly to the people who need it. A quick as is to get to people who need it as quick as possible. We are working through the details and reaching milestone every day to achieve disbursements to everyone. The government desire is to disburse this grant, and you should be hopeful that things will go on smoothly. It is like a gear of a massive machine are turning silently. You might not see the movement, but it is happening. Just as Charles said, to remind us that we need to be patient and trust that the grant will surely come to pass without delay, because the effort they are putting right now is bigger than the one they have been doing since. And we commend them to keep on fighting, to keep on fixing the problem in the grant ecosystem. You must understand there are key players in this grant ecosystem. People like the CBN, people like the IMF, people like the NGOs, CEOs, and grant handlers. For these things to work perfectly, each and every one of them must play their roles. And you want to ask, what is their role? Let me give you a breakdown of what they need to do individually if disbursement will be speedily dispersed. To make this clear to each and every one of us, let's talk about some of the key players in the grant ecosystem. Number one is the CBN, which is the Central Bank of Nigeria. It's like a head cashier for our country. They handle a big money movement. The second one, the big another player again is the IMF, which is the International Monetary Fund. It is a huge organization that help countries all over the world with their finance. So they often involve in grants and aid too. We talk about the NGOs, which is the non-governmental organization. They are groups that work for people, and many of them act as grant handlers, helping to connect the fund to those who need them. Finally, the CEOs, which is the Chief Executive Officer, are the leaders of companies and organizations, and their decision can influence how quickly and smoothly this process goes. Together, they are a critical role. Together, they play a critical role in making sure this grant disbursement gets to each and every one of us and it comes to reality. They must work together just as we are praying that everything work out smoothly and disbursement will get to each and every one of us. This is a way forward. It is a wake up call for each and every one of us. Let's keep praying and let's keep hoping that things work perfectly and smoothly this very month that we are in. It has been long and disbursement are with each and every one of us. Let's keep our hope alive, brothers and sisters. So, to recap, this particular message, let me tell you what you need to know. While the grant disbursement process may seem slow, it is actually moving forward every day by day. Key individuals like Mr. Chris and Co have confirmed that major milestones are being met on a daily basis with a full support from the government. The CBN and the IMF and various NGOs are all involved in making this happen without delay. We need to stay hopeful and patient because just as the proverb says, the grant will come to pass and prove a positive bank alert. We hope to see that alert. We pray to see that alert as soon as possible. And we pray that they carry everybody along if finally they decided to start dispersing. We are expecting something big this month. We don't know when it's going to happen, but we pray it comes to pass as planned. Nevertheless, we are still waiting for a VN, for a voice note for Apostle Ken. We still need him to come outside and address the masses so that everybody will know where to position his or herself in the grant ecosystem. I hope this message find you in good faith. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the update and share this particular information. I would like to know what you think about this particular update. If you have any solution, let us know. If you have any thoughts, let us know. Leave your comments and tell us what you think. And please, and please, and please, take care of yourself, protect yourself, and be safe out there because things are getting tough and things are getting out of hand in this part of the world. Stay safe and bye for now.